How does one plan for buying a house? I mean, a financial plan, in your view, I don't know, what's the right age to start considering to buy a house and building up to it? Is that possible? How would you say people should go about doing it?
I think don't try to buy a house before 35.
Okay.
See, buying a house at 35. See, in the worldview that I have, which is debatable, of course, is that you should not get married too early. You should not buy a house too early, because these are all long-term decisions. So make it when you fully know the ground reality and you know yourself well. So buy it only after the age of 35. I think we spoke once before on this, my formula of 5, 20, 30, 40 when you're buying a home.
Yeah.
Make sure that the value of the house should not exceed 5 times your annual income. Your tenure should not be more than 20 years.
Of your loan.
30% down payment you must do. The reason I say that is because many times you get tempted to buy a house because there's a scheme that pay 10% now and remaining on possession and so on and so forth. You think, theek hai, let me buy a house for the happiness.
Yeah.
But then servicing that loan becomes completely crazy, and the extra payment on top of that. And 40%.
Yeah.
If your EMI exceeds more than 40% of your monthly income, you're in trouble. So your dynamics have to be structured within that. But start late, start cautiously, rent preferably first in that same premises. You have the option now with the rise of gated communities. I'm renting in Tower 1 and I'm then buying in Tower 8.
Supply. There is enough choices out there. Yeah.
The good thing about India today, and especially Mumbai, is that there is so much of FSI that you will always see supply coming. तो छोटा सा जगह यहाँ पे भी आ जाएगा ना, एक बिल्डिंग बना देगा कोई 20 माले का. So don't rush. Actually 1-2 words thing to every buyer: don't rush. Don't rush. The world is not ending. Prices are not going up. If they go up, also they'll come down. This thing, the home prices never fall.
It's a myth.
But it's a very carefully cultivated myth. I'll put it that way.
Yeah. 5, 20, 30, 40. 5 stands for
Annual income, 5 times your annual.
5 times your annual income. 20 stands for
Loan tenure.
30 stands for
Down payment at least.
And 40 stands for
The EMI.
40% as a percentage of your income. Okay, fantastic. Okay. How do you identify? So let's move to the investment side of real estate, right? How do you identify investment opportunities early? Okay? Like, for example, the new airport in Mumbai, NMIA, driving up real estate prices. So is there any way to, ki infra aa raha hai, to price badhega, to land le lo, anything, for someone who's more aggressive, who's more hands-on? I remember like back in the day, in the 2000s, a lot of IT people, banking people would get together in groups, pick up land and do this aggressive stuff for their risk, which is fine. You think that still works today? Like you can identify ki theek hai, government announced yahan pe project aane wala hai, to slowly start getting an exposure there?
So I don't think you should rely that much on the government announcement, because invariably what happens in a society like ours, when by the time the government is announced, a lot of action on the prices already happened. Because like in your stock market lingo, there's insider information. There is a different degree of insider information when it comes to land or infrastructure projects. Because the normal process, it doesn't hold true all the time, is that first the land is cornered by a select set of players, then it's announced. So by the time it gets announced, a large part of it has been factored.
Correct.
You have to go with the assumption that if you're buying, is that can the development of it have such a disproportionate impact that even this early run in the price is good enough.
Correct.
Now for that you need to make sure that infrastructure comes in, but more than infrastructure, housing comes in and social infra comes in.
Sure.
In India, the cycle is first homes come, then infrastructure comes, and then social infra comes. Okay, that's the typical cycle. Example, Thane. Okay? Thane, we see so many homes.
Yeah.
Any and every builder is there. Do you see offices? No. Very, very limited. The supporting infra, there's nothing much to speak about.
Yeah.
Imagine Thane is one of the top 5 markets of India. And can you guess how many railway stations are there in Thane?
There's Thane itself.
Just one.
That way. Fair enough. Yeah.
So the entire location of Thane, which has a huge population, so many housing projects, it's being serviced by one railway station.
I know. Or you compare it to something like a Bandakhar, Santa Cruz. 3 railway stations within the span of...
Exactly.
Fair point.
So then after the physical infrastructure comes in, connectivity, etc., then comes social infrastructure.
Yeah.
So you have to be willing to take a call as to which location can become that. Now, since you gave the example, New Mumbai Airport, that story is going on for 20 years. And investors have got in. And in fact, I heard one case of a guy who bought for investment, but now his building is going for redevelopment. So
that old.
That old.
That's a lottery lag gaya, yeah?
So he bought in, I think, 2001 or something. Not very close to the airport. But that time, even things at Belapur used to be sold with the thought of airport aane wala hai. So now they're talking about redevelopment already. So I think one difference which people can do, in my view, if you're buying land, be very clear as to where you see migration happen.
That's interesting.
And there are patches that are always visible. Okay. Now, if you ask me, there is like a location, Naigaon. Okay. That is, it's a very, so it's after Borivali.
Yeah.
Three stations are. It has rates that are lower than stations that come after that. Vasai, like Vasai.
Oh, okay.
So Naigaon is here, then Vasai is here. But rates of Vasai are almost 40% higher than Naigaon.
Which is not how things normally are.
Normally it goes this way, right?
Yeah.
Or, I don't know, if I was to give an analogy of in Mumbai, is there something in Mumbai which has this sort of a gap? No. In Mumbai, it's more or less got protected to an extent. So there, you know what is holding it back. Okay. Or Bhiwandi and Thane. Bhiwandi and Kalyan. Okay. There is Thane. After there is Bhiwandi. Then after there is Kalyan.
Correct.
Now you would logically think that Kalyan rate should be cheaper than Bhiwandi.
Yeah, obviously.
But Bhiwandi is much cheaper than Kalyan.
Okay.
Now, that is there. It's low for a certain reason.
Sure.
The question is, can they part of, right now, location like Bhiwandi are an okay location, but a very bad address.
Yeah.
Can that good location become a respectable address?